Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to tell you about the 3 paranormal experiences I had when I was on vacation. I just got back a few days ago, and having a paranormal experience was like the furthest thing from my mind. I wasn't thinking about the paranormal, I wasn't expecting to have any experiences. However, I did. And basically what happened was we were staying in one of those really high-rise condos. It was like 16 or 17 floors or something like that. We were on the 8th floor, right? It was right on the beach. It was beautiful. And the first night I stayed, nothing happened. The second night, I was asleep in my room. It was like midnight, 1 o'clock, something like that. And I had one of those like really thin sheets on, like I was sleeping, because it was kind of hot, so I was laying on my back, and I had the sheet kind of like right up to here. And all of a sudden, I feel the sheet just like moving down. And I'm like that's weird. And I kind of pull it back up, and it does it again. Now, mind you, I wasn't thinking paranormal. I was thinking the sheet was hanging off the end of the bed, and it was somehow the weight was just kind of dragging it down. Like I was trying to make sense of it. And so that's pretty much what I thought was happening, but it felt like somebody was deliberately pulling on the sheet and was deliberately trying to pull it off of me. So I basically was just pulled it back up, did it like one more time. I just threw the sheet off, and I was like, I'm too tired to deal with this right now. Rolled over and fell back asleep. The second night, I decided to sleep on the couch. I'm like, okay, we're not going to do this again. So I slept on the couch, fell asleep watching TV. I woke up again, and happened to look out. It was like if you're sitting on the couch and you're looking straight, and you look to the left, there's the sliding glass doors that go down onto the balcony. So I turned and looked out, and for a split second, I saw this woman standing on the balcony, and she had her arms like resting on top of it, and she was just looking over, and like her hair was kind of like blowing in the wind or whatever. And I kind of like rubbed my eyes, and I was like, because nobody I was staying with had hair, like it was like down to her waist, like it was really long, and it was just kind of blowing, and I was like, nobody I'm staying with has long black hair like that. So she literally just disappeared, like in an instant, just gone. I was like, I'm not going to acknowledge this thing, because if I do, I'm going to be having experiences the rest of the vacation. And I just, I was like, I don't want somebody like messing with me when I'm trying to sleep. So anyway, I thought that was going to be the end of it. I was like, okay, this happened, it was weird, that's the end of the experience. Well, the last night we were there, we actually were leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like from where we were staying in Florida to Indianapolis was like a 13 and a half hour drive. So I was just going to stay up, and when we left at 3, I was just going to sleep in the car, and then that way I could drive the rest of the way home after that. So everybody was asleep. Nobody was awake. They'd been asleep for like 3 hours or more. So I'm sitting there on the balcony, and there's this glass, like piece of glass, kind of like as a barrier, I guess. So it's the glass, and then there's the railing on top of the glass. So I'm sitting there, and I can see into the living room through the reflection of the glass, right? So I'm looking out, like into the water, onto the beach, and there was one lamp on. So it was kind of dim, but I could still see like everything like in the living room behind me. So I see this massive shadow just like go right behind me. This thing was probably literally from the floor to the ceiling. It was huge. So after and I was looking out, so it was kind of in my peripheral, like not my side peripheral, but it's kind of hard to explain, but I could still see I could still kind of see into the glass. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm really bad at explaining things sometimes. So anyway, I see this go behind me, and it freaked me out like really bad. And because this it was just like a shadow. Like I had seen like a solid person the first time, but this was just like a black mass or whatever. Um, and so part of my mind was like, well, maybe somebody's up, like finished packing. We had everything packed, but I was like, maybe somebody's like in the living room, like getting last minute things ready or whatever. So when everybody woke up, I was kind of like, was anybody in the living room or walking around the living room when like around this time? And everyone was like, no, like we were asleep. So it was pretty crazy. So those were my 3 paranormal experiences that I had when I was on vacation. I hope you guys liked this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. See ya.